This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain shocking revelations, violence, and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Alien role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is called Destroyer of Worlds. It was written by Andrew E.C. Gaska, and it's available from Free League Publishing. Our game AI is Tyler Hudak, and this is episode 3. A recap will be given by me as my character, Medic Chaplain. So, without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. UAAC date 2183.166. Warrant officer as chaplain reporting. Location, United Americas Colony, Ariarcus, Eastern District. While at the Marshal Station, we were interrogating one of the civilians, Ivan Stoles, who was complaining about pain in his abdomen. I examined him and found nothing out of the ordinary. Later, he was found to have a stomach ulcer. We let him go without interference. Former Lance Corporal Reese, one of the AWOL Marines, was being held on charges of public drunkenness and disorderly conduct. Two of the privates, Spears and Hammer, went to interrogate him in the holding cells. What they encountered can only be described as a monster, large and black, insect-like, with sizable teeth and a pharyngeal jaw. The organism had burst from the chest of Reese sometime prior to their arrival. It had managed to increase its biomass by 600 to 700% in a matter of hours. Spears managed to kill it, but he was exposed to some of its internal biology, most likely inhaling the atomized material. It is not known if Private Hammer suffered the same exposure. Shortly after the incident, that bitch from Wayland Yutani showed up with some black ops fuckers. They verbally attacked our men with demands to relinquish the specimen, which Spears had blown to smithereens. Stupid bitch. We told her to fuck off, and she did. We thought that it would be best to transport Mr. Stoles to the San Rocco medical facility to do a scan and see if he was infected with the same kind of parasite. He wasn't. As I said, we let him leave. In the meantime, Private Spears and Hammer located another operating room with one of the fugitives inside, PFC Carvalho. I told the captain that I thought those two boys were getting a little out of control, being pretty heavy-handed with the doctor. But whatever, fuck it. I pushed past them, and I took over. Carvalho was already partly anesthetized, so I really didn't give a shit. I programmed the med bay to locate and remove the alien life form that was growing inside him. I set the machine way outside of normal safety limits. There was a lot of blood. Normally, humans have a reaction to witnessing somebody being vivisected, but the Marines handled it pretty well. The paralytic I gave Carvalho also worked well. The patient didn't move a muscle, but I'm sure he felt everything. Once I removed the parasite, I isolated and sterilized it. We have the sample. Shortly thereafter, the captain called me over and told me that PFC Spears was experiencing discomfort in his chest. I had him hop up on the med bay, and I scanned him. There it was, same as the other, little fucker, but smaller, less formed. I figured it might be just as much fun slicing up Spears as the other fucking Marine. You know what the difference between a living and a dead Marine is? From my perspective, not much. You know, what I would really be satisfied with is cutting into that disrespectful little fucker Hammer. You know, the way the blade slides effortlessly through the flesh, the way it sizzles. I then anesthetized Private Spears and carefully, delicately removed the parasite. I made sure the area was sanitized, cauterized, and reconnected all his parts, fused his sternum, and stitched him up. I then counteracted the anesthesia, revived him, and told him that he would be a little tender for a while. All in all, he did very well. I was quite glad for that. Stop being such a fucking robot. Stop trying to take over. These are good people. They're grown in fucking labs. They are human beings. Fuck! Report complete.
All right. And we start back up, still within the San Rocco medical facility near the surgery room. Spears has just come out, is fine. And outside, you hear the Cheyenne dropship that you had ordered from Major Hatfield pulling up outside.
Captain, I think that we need to do a scan on Private Hammer. He was also exposed.
I don't disagree with you, chap, but can it wait? Our rides here, we've got this compound we need to sort through. Can it wait till after
if we come back here, of course, every moment that we wait, the thing will be getting bigger. The one that we got out of PFC Spears was, about the size of a $50 in old terms.
You're right. The longer we wait, the longer we wait.
You were saying that they had to get infected like last night, though, right? Like even if he's got like a few hours before it's a problem, right?
But Spears was just infected a few hours ago.
Logan, yeah, I'm worried, Logan. Not that, like, it's going to get bigger, and then the likelihood of Hammer making it through the operation is going to start going down.
Yeah, and it also increased its biomass quite considerably in just a few hours. I don't know how it's doing it. It must be.
Or is Hammer with us?
Doing something.
Yeah, I think you're all together. And in fact, Mason and Iona are there as well.
Hammer, come on.
Yep. All right, Captain.
I'll make it quick.
All right. So are you just going to have the autodoc scan him, or?
I'll have him scan him at first,
see
if there's any infection.
Okay.
Captain, you should use this time to gather protective equipment.
What? You're going to have fun without me? Seriously?
We're not going to assault the base.
Get on it, guys.
Yes, sir. I'm going to head out towards the Cheyenne.
Okay. So Hammer, you jump on. Chaplain, you do your thing on the autodoc. It scans him, and it comes back negative. He's clean.
Well, you seem to be clean.
Great.
So,
and he's like,
then let's get going.
And going. Yeah. Very rudely. Tempting fate, some might say.
So Logan, as they're doing this, because it takes like a minute or so, you make it out to the outside the hospital. The Cheyenne dropship is there. The back has come down, and walking out is the pilot. He looks at you and says, "All right, where are we going? We're ready to go when you are. You guys can load up that APC up here, but just let me know where we're going."
You got it. I got the point on the map right over here.
Yeah.
Lead you right to it.
All right. So as everybody starts gathering and kind of getting your equipment, there are some extra supplies in there. So if you had, I don't think anybody had gone below or lost any ammo, but if you did, you're back up. Spears, because you're kind of going into battle here, I think it would make sense that you would have a limited supply of RPGs or missiles or whatever for rockets for your RPGs. What do you think is a fair amount?
4.
4? Okay, I'm good with that. All right. So a map of the compound is pulled up. The blueprints for really every building within the colony is available to the USCMC, and so you're able to see the map. What is your plan for actually, the pilot, as everybody's kind of getting in, the APC is getting backed in because there's definitely room in there for the APC. This is a pretty huge ship. The pilot says, "All right, well, what's your plan? Do you want me just to hover over and you guys rappel down, or are you going into the yard, the ceiling? Come on, I need some details here."
You could blow a hole through the ceiling and rappel down.
Yeah. And
I'm not opposed to that, Spears.
yeah, Hammer is straight up like touching one of these anti-tank missiles, just like we're gonna use this to take out the guard post.
Did they send us? Did
Yeah,
they
go
send some
ahead.
folks with us to take with us?
No, it's
Some
just
extra
you,
Marines or
and then
anything?
there's a pilot and co-pilot for the Cheyenne. So just what the armament is. There's a 25 millimeter Gatling gun, a 150 millimeter Banshee 70 unguided rocket launcher, 7 Hellhound tactical missiles, and 3 air-to-air missiles.
Okay, we need to keep sight of our objective here, men. Killing UPP fucks is lower on the list than tracking down our wayward Marines and making sure that whatever this shit is contained. Yes,
Sir.
Logan.
But that doctor made it sound like what the fuck her name is turning into some kind of dragon or some shit. Like, with all due respect, we have good intelligence that she's in this base. We can turn it into a crater and then move on to the last one.
Yeah, extreme prejudice, absolutely. No one in this compound is worth saving to us, but we've been instructed to ensure, and I want verification that Marine is dead.
Confirm the kill. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If we get a chance, do you want us to keep right? As far as I know, that's the only one that isn't, messed up.
It's gonna have to be a call in the moment. If he looks fucked, just take him down. If he looks normal, maybe we can take him alive.
Then I agree with Spears. This is kind of our thing. We've done this before. We need to take out the transmitter, take out their vehicles so they can't run. They've cornered themselves nicely. If I might suggest, Captain, two-pronged approach, one from above, one from the front door.
Drive the APC right through the front door.
We could land it in the yard.
Ah, shit. Do I want to rappel through a hole in the roof? Do I want to drive the APC through the front door? Fuck.
Well, you're the best driver around. Only you could pull that off.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten to rappel through a fucking hole in a roof yet, man. Like, that's going to go on the highlight reel for sure.
The montage.
Yeah.
Based on your previous
Go,
performances, I think you would enjoy rappelling. Probably quite thrilling.
There's
you know
too
me
few
best,
of
Chaplain.
us to split it up. I'm concerned. We don't have a head count on this place. I don't like the idea of us splitting up. We don't know how many of them are in there.
Very
Okay,
good, Captain.
so blow a hole in the roof and rappel in then.
Yeah, I think, let's go with Silas's. Hover by, pop a couple of rockets, one at their tower, 1 or 2 to blow a hole in the roof, and then breach. Clean house.
Might I suggest that we leave a couple of these more sedentary Marines here manning the Gatling guns? They can take anybody out that tries to
Yeah,
make
the
a break for
dropship
it.
can circle the compound and make sure no one can escape.
Solid plan.
You know where you're going to drop in. I think we can pull up the plans for the building.
Mhm.
You want to see where you
Yeah.
want to punch a hole through the roof.
It looks like they've got the
I just-
transmitter right next to a skylight. That's going to be at least thin roof access, so pop 3 or 4 rockets at the top and jump into the
Just-
can.
Remember, to underestimate these people is at our own peril here. And we're dealing with insurgents. We're dealing with sin eaters. Like, these are highly competent combatants. So
You hear
Almost
that,
said it.
And
Hammer?
you may
That's a
be
whole
in-
lot of cleansing to do in there.
You may also
Oh.
be contending with a biological life form that we don't understand yet.
Exactly. So
Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
bring your A game.
I'm still quite perplexed as to why Spears was infected and Hammer was not. Which one of you was closer to the alien when you killed it?
Hammer was.
I think I was.
So you were probably-
I was close as well.
We were both close. I was just standing behind the body of the guy. You were like behind the bed.
It's interesting.
wait, which
Mask up,
reminds
Wait,
me-
you were
masks
hiding behind a
in the
mattress?
APC.
If we have masks, we should all be masked up. Well, except for you, chap.
That might hinder their ability to properly aim.
Yeah. What's the how cumbersome are the masks, Tyler?
The CBRN masks that you have in the APC they're just almost like high I guess a little bit stronger than like normal face masks. They only last for about a round or so, or a turn. I mean, a turn in game time, which is like 5 to 10 minutes. But you know what? It would make sense that there would be like gas masks or something in there that you could bring with you. That they're kind of like what you would expect a gas mask to look like. So however cumbersome that would be, like a full, if you're talking about like the full face mask, almost like a fireman's mask, that's about how cumbersome it would be.
I kind of feel
But
like
it's
Go ahead. Oh, I kind of feel like it would make sense, if they have those sorts of face masks, to have a few smoke grenades in the Cheyenne too, just to pop a whole smoke grenade, have the mask over the top, and then dive in.
Okay. That makes sense.
For a
Beats
little
dying
cover.
from childbirth.
Hey, Chaplin gives a
point,
hell of a
Spears.
C-section. I'll give him that.
Captain, what role do you want me to
masks.
play in this operation?
I mean, can you shoot a gun, chap?
I can under duress usually, but I'm not
Hey,
very good.
Keep in mind, you keep an eye out for the biological agent. I think the rest of us are going to be more focused on our targets. So if we could have one person keeping an eye for whatever the hell that thing is.
All right. But I'll carry a gun just in case.
Yeah.
And-
they're not going to be, rolling out the red carpet for us. So be ready.
I'll come in behind you.
One additional thing I forgot to clarify. When Logan got in the Cheyenne, I had that cotton swab bottle that had the previous baby, as well as maybe Spears' new bouncing baby boy. And I would have dumped out an ammo canister and then dumped these things in and bolted that thing shut, because I don't trust anything that's going on with this.
Into
Why don't
the
you just
APC,
kill
you
it?
mean?
Just into an ammo crate. I think we may have gone straight to the Cheyenne and not the APC. So just any sort of waterproof, like ammo tin, I just would have dumped it and then put it in.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So from what I'm hearing, the plan is to come over. You want a hole blown into the roof, taking out the transmitter, so that you can either then rappel onto the roof if there's a hole in the roof, or onto the roof itself.
And
we're
Hammer
gonna
would.
ingress through the roof for sure.
And which way do you want to approach the compound? Like if you look at the map, there's like a inner yard and an outer yard. The outer yard has a guard shack there. And we'll say that there's like some satellite photos too, which is why you have all of this information as well. Which way do you want to approach?
What would the surroundings around the compound look like? Just thinking if there's a way that we could have buildings or oil tankers or something for visual cover and just approach from there and pop the rockets as soon as we can see them, to avoid a chance for them to mobilize. Hopefully they'll have people, like valuable personnel, up top and then grunts at the bottom, so then we can clear house.
Yeah, it's in a nicer neighborhood, so there aren't as, because this is like a mansion, so there aren't, or I mean a mansion in Ariarcus terms, In other words, not a one-bedroom apartment somewhere.
So a Winnebago. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. So there are definitely buildings around, but there's also yards and compounds like this. So there's not a lot of oil pipelines in this area, only because it's meant to be like the nicer part of Ariarcus where the rich would live.
Okay.
Well,
But there is definitely cover where you can like go in over the whatever over the buildings low enough that you'll blend in a little bit. The pilot is very confident that they'll be able to get you there without being sighted, or at least get you right up on them without being sighted. Assuming
Well,
they
if
don't have like radar
if he's
or
not
something
confident,
like
I am. And just looking at more of these satellite photos, do these look like ATVs that are near the guard shack?
yeah, essentially.
we need to take those out.
Yeah, do we need to pop
guard
a rocket?
shack. Oh yeah, guard shack. We need to go in loud. Transmitter.
Is there any
should
other
be
way to go in?
first. No. Transmitter first, so they can't call for help.
Yeah.
Guard shack, ATV, they can't run. They've cornered themselves.
Yeah, I think we do a circle with the Gatling gun, just quick and fast. And can I banter and lower 2 stress for everyone? Should they?
Yeah, well, you'll definitely have time on the ride.
Okay.
I was gonna
After we
go into
activate
that.
the Fortunate Son toggle?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so everybody kind of gets in. It sounds like you have your plan. Straight shot to the compound is about 7 kilometers. The dropship is pretty fast, but the pilot isn't going to go straight on in case there's people watching. He's going to kind of go from the side and then circle around. So you definitely have about 20 minutes. So you'll all lose, and you all are feeling very confident right now with everything. And so everybody will lose 2 stress, and then Spears, if you want to banter, you can absolutely reduce the stress even further.
This is easy. We're Marines. We're gonna blow these insurgents to hell, and then we're gonna go home.
I keep glancing longingly at the pilot seat where the pilot won't let go of the controls to the Cheyenne, and in the meantime, trying to teach Chaplin the value of good American music.
Let's rock out to Fortunate Son.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
It's just
man
on
the
a loop.
Gatling gun.
All right.
Well, I suppose that leaves me no choice but to hoist the rockets.
So
Rockets are a lot of fun, man.
Everybody do me a favor and roll initiative now, just so
Okay.
we kind of have that done.
Forgot I need a D10.
Yeah. And
That's
we
decent.
said,
Okay.
did we say highest goes first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Spears
I got
has
10.
All right. Spears has 10. Silva has 4.
I'm distracted by thinking about piloting this bad boy.
Logan has 1. Chaplin has 2. And Hammer, what did you get?
7.
7. Okay. Awesome.
God, a 4 is the middle of the pack. That's pretty dire.
I will trade with anybody who wants to go last.
Yeah. You remember you are allowed to trade initiative.
Right.
Chaplin, would you want to trade with me? I think it kind of makes sense for you to hang back and assess the situation.
Well, Chaplin's
Yeah.
at a 2, so he's at one of the lowest.
I mean, I'm
Logan's
at
the
the
one.
lowest. So,
Yes,
Okay,
I will.
sorry.
I will trade with you, Logan.
yes, twice as much.
You doubled your initiative. All right. So the pilot in the Cheyenne, you can hear it rev up even more as it gets closer and closer to the compound. You have like a little map of Ariarcus, and you see this little blip of you traveling, and the blip that stays stationary of the insurgent compound. He kind of comes in from the south and then whips around to the east, so he's coming over the yard. As soon as it hits the yard, you can see these guards, these 4 guards that were just kind of standing around, just are in complete shock as this Cheyenne dropship whips over the outside walls. Who was on the Gatling guns?
That's me. I'm
Go
at
ahead,
10
go
initiative.
ahead and roll. Go ahead. And
No,
roll.
those 4 insurgents, they're about to be turned into ground meat.
So that would be ranged combat.
Plus 3 for the 25 millimeter Gatling gun.
That sounds
And
right.
then
Yep.
3 damage, if I believe.
Yes.
Oh, let's do this.
And the Gatling gun is full auto as well if you'd like to use that.
Is there any other way to use a Gatling gun?
And I'll say in this case, no, you won't take stress for going full auto.
Okay,
on a
great.
Dropship Gatling gun.
So I have a modifier of 3. Roll that motherfucker. 3 successes.
Oh, awesome. So,
How does full auto work?
You get 2 more dice.
Oh, I get 2 more dice. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
just roll 2 more.
And if you get a success, or if you get multiple successes, you can spread the damage out to multiple targets that are right next to your main one.
Yeah, I just got,
and they're all
like,
just kind
3.
of close enough that
Yeah.
you could absolutely do that. So you
the Gatling gun spins up and
yeah, it spins up, and immediately you take out 3 of the insurgents as they're standing up with trying to get their AK-47s up.
oh, there's one left.
There's one
Well, we
left.
got a rabbit.
So Silva, just to let you know, the command skill in combat, it lets you do 2 things. Either if a character starts to panic and lose control, you can use the command roll to bring them back to their senses. Or as a slow action, you can give orders to another character as long as they can hear you and everybody can hear each other because you have the radios. And then for every success you roll, they get a +1 modification when
Hell
carrying
yeah.
out that order. Or
Nice.
yes, +1 modification to their roll. So they get 1 extra dice for every success you do that. I mean, all
And
right,
it's,
so
you have to target a single person,
yes.
or can you like?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
got it.
you target a single
Got it.
person, give them a command, and when they're doing
Got
that command, that's when they get the extra dice.
Cool.
So Spears just opens up, immediately takes out 3 of the insurgents. The dropship continues to fly over, goes through the over the outer yard, kind of spins around to the south of the house. So you just to kind of get a little bit out of the way of the outer yard. Who is going to the pilot's going to shoot the missiles to try to knock it out, but I'll let one of you roll. Whoever would like to.
That's true. You're probably better.
We'll say that you get. Oh, these are the tactical missiles, so that's a +2. So let's say 7 dice
For the missiles?
for the missiles. Yes.
Oh, damn, I need more dice. Okay. So I'm going to be rolling 15 dice.
Wow.
And I can also push this roll 2 times if I need
Oh,
to.
wait. So 15 dice, is that from?
So I have 5 agility and 3 in ranged combat.
No, yeah, it's 7 total for it because you're rolling for the pilot who's shooting him.
Oh, womp womp. Okay.
Sorry.
I can't like put my hand over his and be like, no, bam, 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 bam. All the missiles.
I tell you what, because you're helping. You can add a +1 die to that.
You are a generous GM. Okay. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That is only 2 successes.
Okay. So that's enough. The missile goes, hits the transmitter, and the transmitter just explodes. Go ahead and roll for a second missile to try to punch a hole in the roof. But as that's going on, the back of the dropship starts to open up, so you can all start repelling. But go ahead and roll for that second one.
Only 1 success on this one.
Still enough. The missile hits close to where the transmitter was, a little bit farther to the north, and you can see a hole just get kind of punched into the the northern part of the roof. Everybody is going out rappelling, correct?
Does
Yes.
Hammer even use a rappel line?
You're still about 10 meters above the roof as the dropship kind of backs up a little bit, slowly flying. The Gatling gun is still going off, trying to, keep all the insurgents under cover. But everybody go ahead and give me a mobility roll.
All right.
Actually, it's an easy mobility roll, so you all get an extra die to do this. Although Spears, remember, you get -2 on mobility because of your surgery.
Okay, so smoke out, masks on, and 3 successes.
No successes.
All right. All right. So everybody except Silva get made successes. You all start to descend slowly. Silva, you as you're going out, you get distracted for a second. And the reason you get distracted is because you see coming from around the side of the house are 2 insurgents, both holding RPGs pointed right at the Cheyenne. Go ahead and give me a D6 roll.
5.
5. Oh, perfect. So you everybody starts to go down, rappelling down. Again, it's only about 10 meters. Silva, you start to basically trip a little bit as you're starting to rappel, and you free fall for about the first 5 meters, and then catch yourself. But when you hit the top of the roof, you get tangled up. So go ahead and give me actually, before you do that, as that happens, as you all land onto the roof, you can hear the RPGs from the yard go off. Can somebody give me an armor roll for the Cheyenne? It's 7 dice, and just let me know how many successes you get.
I've got 7 dice on hand. It gets 1 success.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a second one. Second roll.
Second roll of 7. Okay. 3 successes that time.
So as you land onto the roof, the 2 RPG rockets slam into the Cheyenne, exploding. You see bits of metal going all over the place. You can hear the pilot in your headset yelling, "Shit, what the hell was that?" And he says, "We're going to have to circle around and come back to you." And he starts to pull away. But Silva, you are still tangled up within your within the ropes. Go ahead and give me a mobility roll.
Okay. I was about to say I have a combat knife if that helps at all.
Yeah, go ahead and add 1 to that then.
Okay. Ability 3. I will push the roll. I take a stress die for it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking and I didn't have anything on.
2 successes.
Since I'm always watching out for her, can I also pull out my combat knife and just swing it at the rope so that it cuts?
Yeah, so between you doing that and Silva using her knife, as the Cheyenne dropship starts to pull away, you can see one of the engines has started to smoke. I think it has 4 engines, so one of the 4 engines has started to smoke. Silva, you start to get pulled towards the edge, slowly at first and then quickly, and then between Chaplin and yourself, you're able to slice the rope just as you hit the edge of the roof and pulling you back. So you are all on the roof. You could hear shouts from the yard below and the outer yard as the remaining insurgents are trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You hear people barking orders, but you are now on the roof. You see in front of you, towards the north side of the roof, is a hole that, looking down into it, it looks like it opens up right into the landing on the 2nd floor.
Oh, thank you, chap. All right, you know the business. We're going quick, but we're going steady. Take care of any insurgents. Chap, you're looking for any signs of that biological fuck. Keep your eyes open for our Marines. Let's roll out.
Captain, do you want me to pick out a few of the yard folks, since, we're at this nice vantage point and everything?
Sure.
While you do that, I've got the smoke grenades. We throw them in the hole and put on masks on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
With a big grin, I want to run up to the hole, shout, "Special delivery!" Chuck the smoke bombs in, gas mask, and go.
All right. So We'll start going in initiative order here. So Spears, you're first. Are you throwing in grenades too?
Yeah, I put on my mask and
Right.
my throw in a smoke grenade.
Okay. Just to make this easy, we'll say everybody is kind of poised at the edge of the hole. The smoke grenades have gone in. Hammer, you would be next. You run up to the edge. You can see two insurgents, the ones that fired the RPGs. They are quickly trying to reload their RPGs on the inner yard. And then in the gate, you see another insurgent running in holding an AK-47. None of them really see you at the moment.
Yeah, that seems like a good opportunity for a full burst, just guttering the whole ground with bullets.
Go for it.
All right. So that's a 5, a 4, so 11 dice plus the gun, so 14.
Does that include? So if you go full auto, doesn't that give you 2 more as well?
That's a good point. 9,
Yep.
12.
And a
Nope, I included
stress
that.
dice.
Plus 2 for that. And yes, a stress dice.
And so that firing is your slow action. If you want, you can also aim with your fast action, and that'll add even 2 more dice to the pool.
Oh, why not? All right.
So how many dice is that total?
No. Let's see. That's 2 more than what I said, so 17 total. Do that.
You may also get an additional dice if you shout, get some, on the corner of the building.
He's maniacally laughing because this is the most fun he's had in weeks. That said, only 3 successes.
Push it.
I could push it. All right, I'll keep those 3 and add another stress.
Add another stress, and then roll
another stress.
Just let me know how many more successes, and if you get a 1 on your stress die.
You got a stim pack. You're fine.
That stress die went goodbye. No, I got a 6 on a stress die, so that's good. Then I got to roll these as well. Yes, to get up to it. Only 2 more successes, so 5 successes total. Only 2.
2 more.
How much damage does the smart gun do?
3 normally.
3?
So if he spends 1 to make it burst for everyone, 4 additional damage on top of it.
So
7 total.
And you're doing that as full auto. So all of you see Hammer just stand right before the rest of you all rappel down or jump down into the gas or the smoky hole beneath you. Hammer is just laughing maniacally as he mows down all 3 of the insurgents remaining in the yard, as well as I would imagine taking out the gate and part of the wall as well. Just anything that moves is just eviscerated with bullets. All right, then that takes us to Silva. You would be next.
All right, so we are technically in combat. We don't have any insurgents immediately around us, correct?
Correct.
Is it possible to still use the command in a general sense, like grab spears and say, you're in front, take anyone out that comes in front of us, that kind of thing,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, spears, take the lead.
Yes, sir.
Do. All right, let me see. That is 3 successes. So, let's see, that's plus, you get 3 in your next roll, I guess, to take out insurgents, then spears. Yep. All right, cool.
All right. Is that all you're doing then? I think
you should mask on.
Action.
Oh yeah, mask on for sure. Oh okay. Man, Spears, I forgot you were injured. You're not a great candidate to go in the front.
That's okay. You say jump, I say how high.
Damn. Oh God. Right. Actually, because I can do my ability is that I can command twice in a round.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll turn to Chaplain then next. Like, Chap, you're bringing up the rear. Keep an eye out for any of that biological crap.
Yes, sir.
One success and one on the stress die.
So go ahead and roll panic.
Your voice
So I have a
breaks.
stress of 1. Does that mean I just roll 1 die?
No, you roll a d6 and then add 1 to the result.
Okay, got it. 2.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're right. Your voice just kind of cracks ever so slightly. Nobody picks it up except for Chaplain.
Yeah.
But Chaplain, you do get a +1 on a future roll for, I guess, observation or anything. We'll say anything related to anything of the
biological crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Then that will take us to Logan.
All right. That is when I yell special delivery and chuck the smoke grenades. I'm gonna go.
You've already chucked all those smoke grenades.
Oh,
so
chuck an actual
the hole
grenade,
is filled with smoke.
He's got a point. So yeah, I'll chuck an EMP grenade when I'm down there, just in case they have any turrets or anything for security.
Oh, okay. So you'll throw an EMP down there before you jump in, or I assume?
Yes, I'm not that dumb. Close,
Okay.
but
Okay. Go ahead and give me, I think grenades are ranged combat.
okay. Make sure I don't miss.
Just to check, am I shielded?
Yeah, you're far enough away.
Which side do you throw again?
I mean, EMP.
Oh yeah, 3.
Okay, yeah, you throw it down in. In fact, so you can kind of guess where the doors are and where the stairs for the landing are. Where do you want the EMP grenade to go? Do you want it to stay on the second floor? Do you want it to go on to into the first floor?
If we've already thrown the smoke grenades, then yes, I want to chuck him closer to the stairwell, assuming they may be trying to go down and out.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you do that. You can kind of see this flash through the smoke of the EMP grenade. Chaplain, even though you are far enough away, you get this like statically feeling inside of you. And for the briefest of milliseconds, you feel normal again, but then things go back to the way that they have been.
Okay.
So that would have been Logan's slow action. Do you want to do a fast action? I'll say that moving down into the hole, if you want, is going to be a fast action.
Yeah, if I can have my gun ready, then yes, I'll slow action, chuck it, and then go down into the hole.
Yeah, I'm assuming that all of you have your guns ready since you're in active combat. Yeah, Chaplain.
Quick question. Where on the building did we go in?
So if you see on the map where the skylight and transmitter are, if you head like directly up from the transmitter, you're a little bit farther up than the skylight.
We're right near the stairs. Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of like right on the landing / stairs.
Okay.
Okay, so then that takes us to Chaplain. What would you like to do?
It's smoky, so it's hard to see.
Yes.
But I've got the floor plan. I'm going to head into the master bedroom and shoot anybody that's in there except our own men.
All right, so moving twice would use up all your action. So you're on the roof, you would move down onto the landing and then move into the master bedroom, and that would be your turn.
Okay.
So you jump down into the landing. You can kind of sense where Logan is. You move into the master bedroom. What you see, so it's very with the smoke and the twilight of the planet that is normally there, it's very, very dark in there. And your eyes adjust to darkness more or better than anybody else here. And as you enter into the master bedroom, you can see that first off, the door frame has been damaged and broken as you enter in. There's a broken chair and loose ropes in the center of the room. The chair has been kind of knocked over. It was a wooden chair and the back has been snapped off. There's some type of like steady electronic hum from kind of around the corner in where the alcove is marked on the map. And then in the far corner of the room, kind of in the corner against the wall, you see piled up are six bloody corpses, their necks at an angle that should not be there. And curled up next to them is a woman, which you immediately recognize as Sergeant Wojcik. This takes us back up to Spears.
So I will rappel down and take a kneeling position once I reach the bottom to look for any shapes in the smoke.
Okay.
And if I see any, I'm going to fire.
The only shape that you see is that of Logan, who is kind of right next to you.
Then I will hold the line until the rest of my squad has rappelled down.
Okay.
On Overwatch.
Sure. So the Overwatch is kind of an action that you can do where if you basically what is going to trigger the Overwatch?
If there's any smoke coming from the stairwell, if there's any silhouettes in the smoke that are coming towards us from the stairwell, I'm going to fire.
Okay, perfect. All right. Then that will take us to Hammer. You have done. You're kind of on the edge of the roof. You just again, the yard is filled with gore and dead corpses and smoking craters from where you've just shot everything up.
He smiles widely to himself, pops the mask on, and then just walks over to the hole and drops down next to Spears.
Okay, that'll basically be your whole turn. Chaplain, you're in the room. It's not your turn yet, but you see Wojcik start to stand up. Her skin is slick and sweaty, even in this light. The bare amount of light that's in here, you can see it glistening off her skin, and you can see these black spider-like veins all over her skin, her face. Her eyes are just completely black. She looks at you and says, "I need some relief," and then starts to move towards your direction.
The second I see her, can I yell out, "I found Wojcik"?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I found Wojcik.
Right. Then that will take us to Silva.
All right. I know I'm still on the roof, so I'll rappel down.
Okay.
Hit the landing, and if I hear that chaps found Wojcik, I'm moving into the master bedroom.
Okay. You start to move in there. As soon as you enter into the room, you see this. You see Wojcik moving. You basically enter into the door as she gets like halfway across the room. Her eyes just almost start to enthrall you. They're just kind of these mesmerizing black eyes. Go ahead and give me a wits roll. Is it wits roll? Let me make sure of this. Yes, just wits.
No successes. Can I push it?
Yes, you can.
2 successes, 1 on the stress die. So I'll add that's 3 for the stress panic roll.
Okay, so you're still okay.
But 2 successes.
What did you roll?
Sorry, 2 successes for wits, and then I rolled a 1 on the stress die.
Okay, I got
so
you.
then I rolled panic, and it was 3.
Yeah, sorry, I got you.
Sorry.
For the briefest of seconds, you're just kind of enthralled by her eyes, and you start to relax and just stare at her, and then you immediately snap back and realize that this thing is coming right at you.
Can If I'm next to her, can I just like grab her by the neck and stop her?
Wojciech? Or Captain? Who are you?
Well, I thought I was closest since I came in first.
You are when it's when it's your turn, you'll definitely be able to move into engage range if you want. Okay. Silva. Spears. You see a silhouette start coming up the stairs. Go ahead and give me a ranged combat roll, and I think you even get a. I feel like you get a +2 to this as well.
A +2. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
When you get
we'll say
however many I gave you too, Spears.
Oh yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
So I get a +3. All right.
Yeah. So let's say +5 for this.
All right. So I rolled 2 successes. However, I did roll a 1 on a stress die.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d6.
So the d6 roll was a 3.
Is that 3 plus, including the adding in your current stress level?
Oh, it's 4 then.
Okay, so you're still okay. I was wrong. You wouldn't have gotten those that +2 for the Overwatch, but it's all good.
That's okay.
So you had how many successes? I'm sorry, 3?
Just 2.
2. Okay, so your pulse rifle does, I think, 2 damage. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Here. Yep. So do you want the extra one to do damage?
Yes, please.
All right. So.
Oh, wait. Can I do something else with the extra?
What would you like to do?
Shoot them in the legs so they just fall down.
Yeah. We'll say you can do that. So the shadow starts to move up the stairs, and you immediately open fire. You hear this scream of pain, and hear the insurgent that was coming up the stairs to start to topple down, screaming in pain as he hits the bottom. He's still alive because you can hear him screaming, but he is definitely in pain. And
I'll scream back. You like that?
And this takes us to Logan.
So, if I was posted up just under the skylight, I see Silva and Chaplin are in the doorway,
Yes.
and Spears is shooting down the stairwell.
Correct. And Hammer, you're still up on top, correct?
No,
I think Hammer may have just dropped down
to
next
So
to
Hammer
him.
just dropped down,
did.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
With a big old meaty thud.
I'm thinking since Chaplin yelled out that he found our target and they're clustered around the doorway, I am very tempted to try and shove through. I just want to know, how crowded is it?
Both Chaplin and Silva, they're in the room, so at least inside the door, so you can kind of shove your way through if you need to and get around them. They're not blocking the door.
Okay. I have no intention of taking this Marine alive, so I want to bust in, and as soon as I see her, open full auto fire.
Okay. So it would be 1 move to get in there. You're short range away, so go ahead and you see her right in front of you. I probably should have said this. Silva and Logan, go ahead and take a stress for seeing Wojciech like the way she is. But Logan, go ahead and shoot.
Okay. So full auto, giving myself another stress dice. Whoa, off the thing. Okay, that is 3 successes.
3 successes, and you're firing a...
I'm just firing my pulse rifle.
Yep.
So I want one of those to deal extra damage,
Okay.
and one of them to push her back.
Okay. Perfect. So you step in, open fire on her, hit her right in the arm. She lets out this just guttural scream in pain and stumbles back and actually falls back over the chair she had just passed over. This takes us to her. She gets up. You can just see her, even with her dark black eyes, she is just seething in anger. And so she gets up. That would be one action. And then Logan, she just starts again. She stares at you, and you start to get lost in her eyes. So go ahead and give me a wits roll.
Whoa. Nice knowing you guys. She's a babe. Well, I have 3 wits. That could be worse. Those stress dice are going to be helpful.
They're always helpful.
I got a 1 on my stress dice,
Woo!
Okay.
if that counts for something.
Yeah, it does. Go ahead and give me a stress roll. Or a panic roll, I'm sorry.
So actually, one of my talents is Nerves of Steel, which means I
Okay.
get a -2 on all of my panic rolls. So I
right.
can't fail until I get more than 3 stress dice.
Okay, right. So you you don't panic, but you are just completely mesmerized by her eyes. And Silva and Chaplin, you kind of both see this. Logan, he had come in, he shot. Wojak stands up and just stares at him, and Logan just kind of the rifle in his arms just kind of slumps down. You lose your next fast and slow action. So that takes us to Silva.
Don't worry, babe.
All
We'll
right.
protect you.
Yeah, I'll shout at Logan and get the fuck up, shoot her, god damn it! So I'll make a command roll for that.
Okay, I think that makes sense that you would potentially
Yeah.
break that if you succeed.
2 successes.
Yeah. So given I think both successes are needed to break Logan out of the trance. So Logan, you kind of snap back to it as Silva, your command in charge, just basically slaps you awake. You Silva, you technically can use another one because of your skill if you want.
Actually, I'm just going to shoot her with my other. If I have, can I do that? Can I also shoot?
No,
No,
I think using a skill is at least the command would be a slow action.
Okay, then yeah, I'll
You can.
I'll scream at Hammer. Hammer, get the fuck in here!
Okay.
On my
We
way,
got a
Captain.
problem. Another 2 successes, but a 1. So let's see where that takes us. Oh, 7. 7 on the panic.
All right. So, Hammer, you said you had 2 successes.
Yes.
All right. So, Hammer, you still get a +2. We'll say kind of on your next action when you move into the room. But Silva, you say that and you just start to twitch your hands themselves that start to twitch, and everybody within short range, which I think would really be everybody, gains a stress.
Ooh, sorry.
Your stress level goes up by 1 as well, Silva.
Cool. Woo, we're
What
on
about
diminishing
me?
returns now.
You've kinda hit
When the
that.
captain's voice starts cracking, we
Oh
worry.
boy.
So Silva, technically you still have 1 fast action. Remember that you can blocking is a fast action as well, but you have to have
Okay.
that action available to you. So you can either use it now or you can kind of hold.
Yeah,
your...
I'll actually will do that. That's good.
Okay, awesome. So then that takes us to Logan. Oh wait, no.
Chaplain?
Yeah,
Yes,
isn't it?
Chaplain. Sorry, I
All
feel
right.
like I skipped somebody though.
Logan. So it's supposed to be me, then Logan, then Chaplain, because I'm for Logan.
Well, I think
Yeah,
she had an
Chaplain
initiative
1.
after I shot.
Okay.
Yeah, Hammer. Did I skip you?
I don't think so
Okay.
because you
just-
did Overwatch. It just worked out that way.
Okay, all right, that works then. Yeah, then Chaplain.
So I see the danger of everybody, and I was the first one to notice her. So I am going to step forward towards her, and with my combat knife, I'm going to cut off her fucking head.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a close combat roll. So you move up into engaged range with her. That's your fast
Yeah.
action, and then go ahead and attack.
This is my +1 command for just deal with whatever the biological agent is.
You know what? I
applying.
think that counts here. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get an extra die.
I get an extra die?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got 3 sixes.
All right. And how much does a knife do? Because I think it's 2.
2
This is
damage.
the
Yeah.
knife.
2 damage.
So that is 4 total damage.
That's a
that
hell
you
of a
do.
scalpel.
You're aiming for her
Neck.
Sorry, her neck. All right.
Yeah.
So you step
If
up.
I can grab her hair too.
You know what? Yes, actually, you can. So, Chaplain, you jump up right next to her, grab her by the head, her hair, and just go and try and slice the knife right across her neck. Everybody who's in the room, which I think is everybody except for Hammer and Spears. You're not in the room yet. So everybody who's in the room sees the knife go across her neck. Wojek shrieks, but Chaplain, you realize that you've not only pulled off her hair. No, it's not just her hair that you've pulled off. You've actually peeled her scalp away with the force of your blow. Her skin, excuse me, her skull bubbles out the back of her head, elongating as something wet and black inside her splinters her jaws and spits her teeth at you. Her body is next. Bones buckle and dislocate under impossibly elastic skin, rearranging themselves into something hideous. Wojak's screams shift from madness to monstrous. With a wet pop, her spinal cord distends and spills down her leg like a bony black tail. Fluted tubes erupt from her back. Stretched past any limit, her dermis finally rends, revealing a smooth, cylindrical skulled beast wearing a morbid mask of the woman's face. How this behemoth fit inside her is beyond your comprehension. The Wojak thing sloughs off her flesh suit. Her nose slides down her now sable skull. Mad eyes tumble from even sockets to roll across the floor. In their place is nothingness. 2 Stygian voids where eyes should be, set in a metal-mouthed skull face attached to a long, curved head. No longer human, the monster that was Wojak can only be called alien.
We got your black bug.
So that takes us back to the top of the round. Foreseeing this, Silva and Logan take another stress.
Oh God. So
Okay, that
bad.
nerves of steel is now going to be doing some work.
And this is, sorry, give me 1 second here. It is its turn. So, oh, geez, okay. So, Chaplain, it whips around, its tail coming right at you. All right. Do you have any armor on?
It's on my sheet. Let's see. I don't show anything listed.
Yeah, it would be above weapons if you had any.
Do you think you would have put on armor knowing that you were going into battle?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. What is the Marine's armor then?
6.
M3 personal armor is 6.
Okay, so go ahead. We'll say that you have the personal armor on. Go ahead and roll 6 dice.
When you're rolling armor, do you add your stress dice as well?
No,
2
no.
6s.
All right. So the tail whips around, hits you right in the chest. The armor, fortunately, though, protects you. You can feel, or your sensors feel, that some of your blood, the white milky blood that you have, has started to leak out. You take 1 damage, but you are still otherwise intact.
Okay.
Then that takes us to spears.
Okay, well, I'm still holding my angle here, and I know I just shot the guy in the leg, so he can't really move, and he fell down the stairs. So I take a grenade from my grenade belt and toss it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a ranged combat roll.
You got it. Is there any bonus for throwing a grenade?
I feel like there is,
'Cause
actually.
it doesn't say.
Do +1. We'll
All
just
right.
do +1 for right now.
You got it. Oh, that's one success, which is it's blast 9, I believe.
Yep. So you throw it down at the bottom of the stairs. You can almost, the smoke is starting to clear away a little bit now. And the explosion just rocks the entire bottom of the stairs.
That
At
guy's
the
gonna
bot-
feel it in the morning.
Yeah, he normally would if he probably wasn't blown to about 1,000 pieces. The force of the explosion also just throws the smoke, clears the hallway of pretty much all of the smoke from the smoke grenades. They have definitely run out by this point.
Then how many do I see?
You don't see any other insurgents down there. It was just what was left of the one.
Okay, and I don't notice whatever's happening behind me because I'm focused. Unless someone's screaming.
Well, I
pretty
mean,
sure we're
you can definitely hear the sounds of combat, but yeah, you're a trained Marine. You're looking down.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay looking down at the stairs
Yeah.
then. That's it.
Okay.
You definitely hear my voice crackling as I'm screaming at Logan to get the fuck up. You probably hear a couple of "what the fuck is that?" But
Oh,
yeah.
if I hear what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you heard that.
Does the rocket launcher come out again? I can't use it at that rate.
Yeah,
without
not
blowing you
this
guys
turn.
up. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll stay watching the stairs.
Okay. So that brings us to Hammer.
All right. Hammer pats Spears on the shoulder. He's good that he's, focused again. He had that part of him removed, and he just kind of swings around into the doorway and sees this horrible monstrosity and just full auto again lights it up.
So take 1 stress for seeing it first off.
That's
and
fair.
then another stress for going full auto.
Oh, this is fine. All right. It was a +2 due to the command, right? For Silva.
Yes, that sounds correct.
4,
Yep.
9, 12, 14, and then all my stress dice. All right. How in the world do you get that few successes?
Shit.
It will get pushed, assuming I don't flub the panic. The panic giveth and the panic taketh away. 3 successes and a panic.
All right, so go ahead and roll your panic die or panic roll.
9.
Wait,
Ooh.
so like
I rolled a 4 plus my 5 panic.
Oh, geez, okay.
Or stress. Sorry.
So you still hit. So that, how much damage does it do? First off?
3 plus 2 additional successes, so 5 total.
So 5.
Not great.
So you definitely. Oh, okay. So you definitely hit it. The chaplain, it's right next to you. You're still kind of holding on to it at this point, and Hammer's gun just goes right through it. Hammer, however, because of your panic, you drop your gun. You drop your smart gun. I know. I think the smart guns are like connected to you, so you basically just like
I could fumble
lose.
it. Yeah.
You fumble it. You still need to use a fast action to pick it up, and your stress increases by 1 more. However, unfortunately, Chaplain, because you are so close, you get acid splash. So go ahead and roll armor for me.
Now, the question, do I roll the same 6 or do I minus the
You roll the same 6 for the armor, because armor is 6, correct?
1.
All right. So you take 1 point of damage. The armor blocks 1 point of the acid, and your armor value goes down by 1. So your armor value is now 5.
Okay.
You can feel the acid burn you and on your armor as well. But other than that, you seem to be okay for the moment. This takes us back to Wojak. Wojak, or what the thing that used to be Wojak is now because they're an alien, her speed is 2, so she gets to go twice in every round. So I think that she's really pissed off at the moment, sees the biggest threat in the room as Hammer. So in one move, steps aside to Chaplain and moves into engaged range with Hammer. And oh, geez. Okay, Hammer, go ahead and, well, actually, let's see here. Go ahead and give me an armor roll.
1 success.
As you're fumbling around to get your smart gun, the alien goes right up to you. Both of its hands grab you by the head and just instantly crush your skull inside. Everybody in the room, so Silva and Logan, make an immediate panic roll.
Oop. No. That's 11.
That is a 5. Thank God for that talent.
Logan, you somehow are keeping it together. You rolled an 11. Silva, you need to get out of away from this thing. So your next action has to be to move away and find a safe spot. But your stress level does decrease by 1. But Logan, your stress goes up by 1 as you see Silva start to retreat. And this takes us to Silva.
Yeah. Well, if I'm taking my action to run, that's what I'm doing. So, whew. Is there anything else I can do? I guess not, probably.
Well, I mean, so you could run 2 spaces away. So you could, I guess, which direction would you be going to? I assume the hallway?
Yeah, the hallway. I probably actually like panic grab spears. They got him! They got Hammer! It got Hammer! Whatever the fuck that thing is, it got Hammer!
I feel like that's gonna add a stress to me.
I think that's right. I think it does, as your commanding officer is starting to freak out.
What?
Sorry. Go on, I'm sorry.
What got Hammer?
A thing! Whatever the fuck that thing is in there!
Son of a bitch.
All right, so that actually takes us to Logan.
What the fuck? And full auto ripping into this, I now have, what is that? 6 stress die. This is fine. We're fine. At least now I don't have to worry about not hitting Hammer. Okay. Can I push a roll if I get a panic die?
No, you can't, unfortunately.
Fuck. Okay, well, that's still 2 successes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to try and lay into her. I'm not going to try to maneuver or anything.
All right, you hit. So that would have been how much damage total then?
So just with 2, it would be 3 damage total.
Okay. You hit the thing that used to be Wojak. Acid spurts off, hits the wall, and it starts to sizzle and steam. But it is still there, moving. It's as Hammer sloughs to the floor, a dead weight. It starts to look over at you. You still get a fast action though.
Okay. As I am just finger is down on the trigger and you hear this.
Oh, that's right. You
gun is clicking empty because
Yep.
that means I'm out of ammo. I am going to hold on to my fax action because I feel like I'm going to need it.
Okay. That works. So this takes us to Chaplin.
So I was next to it. I got splashed. It's pulled its tail out of me. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The tail basically like sliced along, kind of went through the armor a little bit and got and nicked you, but enough to do the damage that it did.
So since I'm still at fairly close range, I think I will let's see. Fast action, draw my weapon, and try to put it right up against the thing's elongated skull and pull the trigger.
Okay. Yeah, you're still at short range, so go ahead
And it's focused on them.
Right. Go ahead and roll.
Come on, dice. You've been giving me tonight. 1.
1. All right. That's fine. So that's 2 damage for a service pistol, or 1 damage. Okay. You seem to find a chink in its chitinous metallic armor, and the bullet hits it. Again, acid splash goes off. Nobody is close enough, except for Hammer's poor body, who's starting to sizzle a little bit. But you hit it, and that will then take us to the top of the order, back to Wojciech. Wojciech at this time, I think is going to go back after Chaplin, because you hit
I'm right
it.
there.
Yeah, you're right there. So it uses 1 action to move up into engaged range with you, and tries to do the tail against you again. Here, go ahead and actually, you don't even need to roll your armor. It's hurting. It kind of stumbles over the chair a little bit, and its tail just goes wide. You can feel it. It's almost like a blade just went slicing past your head, but it completely misses you.
Cinematically, can we assume that now that I've seen the thing move, I kind of
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that makes perfect sense. Spears.
Oh, what do I do, Captain? Captain.
We listen to me. Listen to me. We got to get the fuck out of here. We got to deal with that thing. Hammer's gone. We need to grab Loken, grab Chaplin, and retreat, and throw as much shit as we can at that on the way out.
Understood.
And I'm sure you, like, Chaplin, Logan, you're hearing this on the comms too. Like, we are retreating. We are getting the fuck out of here and throwing as much ordnance as we can at it.
Then I'm actually, allow me to hold the line. I will take out the rocket launcher and hold Overwatch. As soon as this thing comes out of the door, I'm going to fire at it.
Okay. All right. I like
All
that.
right. Well, if that's the case, I'll take that as like a. Well, no, that's not my turn. Sorry, I was going to say it's a
Right.
command, but it's actually your turn. My apologies.
So next, Iona and Mason, who had been up on the roof, they come through the top of the onto the floor. Who would you like to be? Would you like to be Iona or Mason for the time period? Mason is the squad leader, CBRN, and Iona is a sergeant. They both have pulse rifles.
Hit me with Mason.
Okay, so you are Mason now. What would you like to do? You've just come down in. You see everything just going wild. I'll give you the stats later. Just use the stats that you have right now.
Oh, Jesus. Captain. What I saw through the comms. I'm just going to turn the corner and start laying down fire.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Laying
That's
down
what we're
fire
here to do. We're here to get rid
at
of
the
it and get the
alien,
fuck
yeah.
out.
the alien. Okay, so let's say you have 2 stress.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
All right. Using the same stats, 9. What weapon does
Pulse rifle.
does Mason have?
Oh, so it's pulse rifle
+2.
is +1.
+1. Okay. Hey,
Remember, the
Mason,
pulse
thanks.
rifles also have grenade launchers in them too. Although I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Yeah, not with Chaplain right there. I like Chaplain. My dice. Oh man, that's only 2. I could push this all day. Give me that extra stress. Okay, that I will stick with 4 successes.
Okay. Do you want to use all of them for
Just
extra?
damage, pure damage at this point.
So pulse rifle is 2 plus 3 more, so that's 5.
Not again! Not again!
You just you that's exactly what you start screaming as this thing that you see is not exactly like what you saw on the station, but pretty damn close. You just lay into it with your pulse rifle, bead right on it, and it just starts to you could just see chips of its outer skin and armor just start flying away as you lay into it. Chaplain, go ahead and give me an armor roll as the acid starts to just fly on you. Remember, you only roll 5 dice now.
Right.
1. All right, so you take another point of damage, and your armor goes down by 1 more point as the acid splashes all over you. So your armor absorbing some of it. So next is going to be Iona. Iona takes a point of stress from seeing all this. Sees the captain and yelling, "We need to get out of here!" And so Iona starts to run along the landing, going to the stairs. Stops at the far end where the guest bedroom door is. And you can all see this by now that with the smoke cleared, the guest bedroom door, just like the master bedroom door, its door frame has basically been just ripped up. But Iona stops and looks in and yells, "Captain, there's somebody in there." That takes us back to Wojak. So Wojak is again not happy and is right there with Chaplain. So you know what, we've done that like 3 times. All right, so it's Chaplain. It grabs onto you, pulls you right into its face with its eyes looking right at you, and you can tell it's trying to do something. It's trying to mesmerize you, but doesn't work on you.
Yeah.
Silva.
Okay. Am I
Yeah, you're
panicking
back.
still?
Yeah.
I'm past the
you're not
panic.
panicking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like the panic. Okay. All right. You kind of hear me reset myself. All right. Listen to me. Iona, you're grabbing whoever the fuck is in that room. The rest of us, our job is to take that thing out and get Chap out of there so we can all evacuate. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm running back for the room. Spears, where are you? Are you in the room with Chaplain?
I'm still on the outside aiming my rocket launcher at the door, assuming that they're all going to run out and this thing's going to
Okay,
run
good.
out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you can stay put. Mason, with me. We're taking that thing down.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll command on that.
I'm kind of assuming Mason's still on the landing from this, so just kind of in the doorway shooting, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo! That is really bad. 1 success, but I got 3 1s on my
Were they on panic die or were they
Yes.
on? Okay.
3 of them on
So
panic dice.
The good news is you only have to roll a panic roll once.
Okay. Woo! But I did get 1 success for what it's worth. So Mason, take a. Actually, I can't pass this. I don't think. Yeah, no, I got a 10.
Okay. So your command roll doesn't work.
Okay.
Actually, is that right? Yeah. And so you said 10?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, as you go to start to, tell Mason to start, go take this thing out. You see it again, and you just freeze. You lose your next slow action, and everybody's stress, including yours, goes up by 1 as you go to give whatever command, and you just freeze in terror. Logan.
Okay. So the way that I see it, Logan is still inside the room. I don't know if I am aware that Spears is outside looking in with his handy dandy RPG. This thing Gallaghered Hammer's skull and was on top of him, then seems to be distracted and is grabbing Chaplain, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. My gun is clicking empty. It's do or die time. I only heard the first part of the captain's order that we got to take this thing out. I want to run and baseball slide next to Hammer's body, grab his smart gun, and unload right underneath this thing. Nothing can go wrong with this plan. I am reckless. It is a talent and my defining characteristic.
You do all of that.
You know what? Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to use up all of your actions. You don't actually like pick up his gun because it's a smart gun. It's kind of wrapped around him, but
Right,
you
but
can
just prop it
But
up.
you prop it up. Go ahead. So the smart gun gives you. Normally, it would give you a +3 because it's. Oh crap! I realized.
Is my turn next?
Yes.
Because I'm going to turn sideways so that I'm not between you and the monster.
So the smart gun gives you +2.
Okay. Wow, I'm almost rolling every dice I have available to me. Please, no ones. That is a lot of 6s. Hot dog. Fuck yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5 6s.
All right. The thing, Chaplain, as Logan just slides down, picks up the smart gun and just lays into the creature. It explodes in just this gore going everywhere. Go ahead and give me another armor roll, which should be down to 4 at this point.
4.
I feel like I should also make an armor roll too, because I am not caring about my well-being.
No.
All right. So Chaplain, you take 2 damage.
Okay.
All right, Logan, you're fine.
Okay.
Just to clarify, when you say I take 2 damage, I take 2 off my health, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And remember,
How
when
much
you
health
get to
do we have
0,
total? We don't have the full set of boxes, do we?
Your
Do we
health
have the full
equals
set?
your strength.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
Right.
And remember, when you hit 0, you're not dead. You just become
Right,
broken, and different things happen.
Isn't that right, Hammer?
Hmm?
So does it destroy it? Yeah.
It does. The thing just kind of disintegrates into a million pieces as you're holding it. You're left kind of holding like little pieces of it that's kind of drop as the acid just starts to eat away at the floor. Where
Logan, I am injured.
Okay, pal. We'll get you. I'm imagining like the top half of it is still grabbing on to Logan as the bottom half just slumps to the floor and is burning through now. Okay.
Yeah, and in fact, you can see that the carpet itself has started to bubble and eat away. The floor and the cement floor has started to fall in. We're out of combat now. We're out of initiative.
It's flooded
I
some
know-
sort of acid. I have to strip off the outer layer of the armor and throw it down. And you can see that I've got bulky stains here.
I don't think I'm registering it, honestly. I think I'm just on my knees and still kind of shuddering. I'm amazed I didn't get any panic die on that because I'd be screwed.
I'm gonna try to cut off Iona. I don't want her just running into that situation because she hasn't seen anything anyway. So if I can beat her to the chase, I'm gonna try to go in the room.
I'll
Mason.
secure the area.
Yeah, Mason will come with you, Silva, because even though the alien's dead, this is bad memories in here.
So you're going to Spears, when you say secure the area, is it the second floor, or are you also going to go down to the ground floor?
Just the second floor.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to secure the rest of the room.
So who
the
was
area.
the person in the guest room then?
So Silva, you run into the guest room. Kind of bypass, pushing Iona out of the way.
Yeah, like pushing her behind me, like get out of the way.
You can see on the bed, on the bed in the guest room, kind of chained up to this metal headboard, her arms chained, is a person with a hood pulled over her head. You can
Hood off. Yeah,
you rip the hood off, run up, and the person underneath shrieks in scared for a second, her eyes wide, and you see that it is Wright, Corporal Wright.
You motherfucker! You have a lot to answer for. I'm just gonna like pop, just with my gun, just not shoot her, just like pistol over across
Break
her
her
face
nose.
for a minute, but grab her and like haul her up.
She's you kind of haul her up, and the whole bed moves along with her as she screams out in pain. She's like, what's going on? What about Wojciech? Wojciech's changed. What's going on? We need to get out of here.
Dead, dumbass. We're leaving.
Wait, but who sent you? What's going on? And she is in a complete panic right now.
Yeah, I'm not even answering her anymore. Mason, Iona, let's go. Get her uncuffed.
Yeah. Turn your head, and it'll just be a pulse rifle blast to the chains to get them up. Like
right,
we're going for speed here.
All right, they explode out. Who's holding her?
I was like hauling her up and dragging her along with very little care.
Okay. She is not protesting in that she's trying to not go with you, but more protesting like, look, you don't understand. You don't understand what's going on. There's other things going on here. We need to get out of here. We need to get away from Wojciech. But and she just keeps going on and on. You're not really making any sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna haul her right to my face. You and your little ragtag group of ass clowns have already cost me one Marine. We are getting the fuck out of here, and then you will answer for what you have done. Now shut the fuck up.
And she sees you can see that there's some recognition in her face as she recognizes you, her being a sin eater as well, and she clams up for the moment. What is everybody else doing?
When I get to the master bedroom, I want to try and take Hammer's dog tags.
Okay, you absolutely can. You get to the master bedroom. You get Hammer's dog tags. They're covered in blood. A little bit of the acid has eaten away at them, but they're still intact. You also notice that in the alcove of the room is you hear this almost like electronic buzzing or something similar to that when you first got in. But in looking into the alcove in the room, you see a portable computer, a military grade portable computer, and a what you recognize as a UPP comm unit. And the kind of like the buzzing, staticky noise is coming from the comm unit.
Okay, so first I'll kneel down, take the dog tags. Rest in peace, friend. And then radio the captain. Captain, I've got some kind of intel. Looks like a military computer, one of ours, maybe. And then something from the UPP.
Can we
I can secure
and get
it.
out of here? Yeah,
Understood.
Secure it and get it out of here.
Captain, we should take face scans of those bodies that were in there. We need to know if we got Botas.
Yeah, can you do that, Mason?
Yes, right away. just runs in there, taking a wide berth of the body to start scanning the dead bodies.
And I think in this, Logan's going to be trying to help Chaplin, like maybe staple him up, seeing that he's bleeding and whatnot, just in the corner of the bedroom, still shaking.
Okay. Yeah. So Mason, or sorry, Mason. You kind of scan all the bodies. None of them look like what you know Votas to look like. They all just kind of seem like random insurgents from Ariarcus. Logan, you're kind of able to staple up Chaplin, but in order to recover any health, it needs some serious work.
I need repairs.
You need repairs, and that takes a while to do. The rest of you, so that's Spears, or no, not Spears. You grab the UPP comm unit. Everybody starts heading out. You're kind of on the top of the second floor. Where are you going? You can go downstairs, or the skylight. There's like a little ladder to the skylight that's semi intact. You can go back onto the roof if you want to.
Can we call the aerial vehicle?
Yeah.
Let's go back up, or do you want us to clear the first floor, Captain?
They're insurgents, don't we need to?
Yeah, we need to clear the first floor.
Okay.
We need to clear.
Kill those
Chaplin,
fuckers.
Chaplin, are you okay? Are you good to keep going? Logan, are you okay? Are you good to keep going? Do you need to wait on the roof?
No, sir.
I am
All right,
minorly
let's go. We need
injured.
to clear this fucking first floor. Chaplin, stay with this piece of garbage. See if you can get any information out of her.
I'll hand you the UPP comm unit, Captain.
Okay, thank you, Spears.
And then I will equip my rifle and move to.
Chaplin, you're good with electronics, right? I'm going to hand you the electronic devices.
Not particularly.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
I am
Well,
electronic.
then, yeah, you stay with right. You're not in any case. You're not in any. You're not in any.
Well,
situation for
you
combat,
said that
so.
you want me to get information out of this person.
Yeah, exactly. Get information
well.
out of right if you can.
All right, Logan. Let's do this.
Yeah. Fuck
right,
yeah.
so-
Hopefully that was the only one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So Logan and Spears, you go down the stairs. Both of you give me.
I'll be going with them too for what
Okay.
it's worth.
So anybody who's going, give me. Let's see here. Crap. Sorry, I can't remember.
Observation.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Okay.
No, actually, mobility. I'm sorry.
Oh, mobility. Okay.
Oh, I'm a lot
Yeah.
better at that. Okay.
Rough.
All these stress die though.
Yeah, I was going to say I have more stress die than I do for base observation.
Oh, I only have one success. No
one
stress.
success, no stress. Thank God. But I got one success.
3 success, 2 stress.
All right, so go ahead and give me a panic roll.
Okay, great. So let's see. I have 7 stress dice. I rolled a 3, 10, so 8.
All right, the three of you start going down. As you're going down the stairs, Logan, everything just kind of starts to weigh in on you, and the realization of everything that has been going on over the last couple minutes sets in on you, and you start to tremble. Normally, your skill rolls with agility would suffer a -2 until your panic stopped. But given we're not in combat, it subsides pretty quickly. And Silva and Spears, you both can kind of either feel or see that Logan just temporarily had, started to tremble. His gun was shaking a little bit. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you can see the door. So the hallway at the bottom of the stairs, it kind of lands into a foyer that to the left is a door that goes outside. To the right is a door that goes to the studio, and then kind of around the stairs, it leads back into like a little storage area. Everything is clear and empty from what you can see. Mason, what are you doing?
Mason actually kind of back in this room with Chaplin maybe notices that Hammer had some of this nap relief. So Mason will bring it up and be like, Chaplain, this might calm him down a little bit. It's gets rid of the the panic. It'll numb him out.
Numb who out?
Right. The prisoner that we have with us.
That's okay.
What?
I was told to extract information from.
Whoa.
prisoner.
No. We need to bring her back. She's the only one that knows where they got this stuff.
Well, that's what I was going to find out.
I understand, but now is probably not the time to be cutting into her.
And as you're having this conversation right in front of her, Wright looks at Chaplin and says, "He's right. He needs to fucking gut me. You don't understand what I have inside of me."
Do you have one of the life forms growing inside of you?
Goddamn right I do. That fucking Myers, he infected us all. Those things just on our faces. It's inside of me. You need to kill me.
Tell us then this information. I want to know who's behind everything. And did you say Myers?
Yeah, fucking Colonel Myers and that bitch from Wayland Yutani.
I'm going to cut off her head.
Jesus!
I won't even make you roll. As she starts to say this, Mason and Iona's in the room with you as well. You'll both Iona and Mason take a point of stress as Chaplain just immediately guts her right in the neck, head almost completely coming off. She
and then I will
to the ground,
try to
blood everywhere.
Remove anything inside of her if it's growing.
What the fuck? Silva, Chaplain just completely took out Wright.
I'm under Silva's orders.
No, that is not extracting information. You heard that. As soon as Myers got brought up and
I have been injured.
Mason backs away from Chaplain. And WY, there's something wrong with Chaplain. This is, oh God, just going in on the body.
I am functioning at about 87%, thanks to my injuries.
Listen, I will get a status report. We are going to finish clearing the first floor, and I'll get a status report from everybody when we're in the air. Just stand by. Just stand by.
So, you three,
Chap, you okay, bud?
Yes, I'm fine. Agent, Mason seems to be quite unnerved. Perhaps you should take this.
Yeah, just kind of carefully grabs the knife away.
Well, so
take this.
Were you going to
please.
Hold on, Chaplain? I thought you were going to try to cut.
Well, let's say I already did that. I just did it all in one.
Throughout this whole time, and then you hand that over to Mason. The three of you on the first floor, you look again. You the outside is cleared. Hammer had just you see the bodies from when Hammer had just taken everybody out. Looking in the studio, you see that there are 2 or 3 insurgents that were obviously killed by Wojak before she turned. But you also see on the ground, right where there's like a couch that was supposed to be in the corner. It's been moved aside and kind of flipped over, and there is a trap door that has been opened up that leads into a dark tunnel. Up on the first floor or the second floor, Chaplain, you were basically opening up right. You do find an embryo inside of her, but it is long dead. It was not killed by you.
Good.
Captain Silva, you're holding the UPP comm unit, correct?
Yes. Yeah. If Chap said he wasn't good with electronics, I kept it.
So as the three of you kind of walk over cautiously towards the trap door in the floor, the UPP comm unit springs to life. You hear "Operation is go, find cover." With that, outside, you can hear the explosions in the distance, gunfire going off. All of your comm units squeal to life as Hatfield gets on. Charlie team, return to base. Repeat, return to base for immediate evac. And then there's this static, and you hear booms echoing outside. You can, even from where you're at, the fort's massive rail guns start going off, and you can hear USCMC fighters shooting off in the distance. War has come to Ariarcus. Everybody's stress level goes up by 1, and that is where Act 1 ends.
Woo!
Now, before we finish out, at the end of every act in Alien, we will go through and see if you accomplished your personal goals.
objectives.
Thank you. I don't want you to say what your personal objectives are, because that could reveal some things that may come out later. I'm going to ask each of you if you think that you accomplished your personal objectives. So
where are they written?
Chaplain, you absolutely, it was something that I sent over to you. You absolutely accomplished your personal objective.
Okay.
Silva, do you feel that you did?
I'm kind of on the fence about whether I did or not. Can I have a second to think about it?
Sure. Hammer.
Hammer did. I
Yep.
think he felt like he succeeded. But yeah.
Yeah,
He
He
did.
just got a little headstrong right at the end.
Really
All
lost
right.
his head under pressure, yeah.
Then Logan.
I think he did right at the end.
Okay, I would agree with that. And then Spears.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Silva, going back to you.
No, I don't think I did.
You don't think you did?
I don't think I did.
If you're on the fence, I'll give it to you. But it's
I don't
really
think
up
I
to you.
did. I
Okay.
don't think I did.
Okay, that's fine. So then for everybody else, you get sorry, my mind just went completely blank. Crap. You get a story point. Sorry. All of the rest of you get a story point. Now, understand, the story point stays with you, the player, not your PC. So if your PC gets eviscerated, such as Hammer, you still get that story point. And you can use that story point later on to get an automatic success on any roll. But with that, that's where we're going to end and pick up next time with the start of Act 2 of Destroyer of Worlds.
Fantastic. Our players included Holly Buteau, Nathan Decker, Dr. Lex Hurley, Alex Sun, and myself, with Tyler Hudak as the game AI. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members. You can set up private games. You can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean, Spotify, or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of Ridley Scott and the Alien role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.